Hi, my question is for Ben. First of all, I'm kind of an SG newbie, and my sister and I are watching it just as fast as Netflix can send us the DVDs. And we recently watched the episode where you and Bo are in the cabin, and he's doing the duck mating call. It looks like you're about to just die laughing, so I was wondering how many takes that took.
That was funny. I didn't actually break up. I didn't lose it on any single take. The problem was the crew was losing it. Yeah, Buck.
Let's hear it.
Buck Bridges. Yeah, no, Bo was very funny, and there's an extended version which went on for hours.
The first cut of that scene, when we saw it in the cut, the first cut of it was the full long take, and there was a heated argument about whether or not that should stay in. But it was literally like 3 minutes, and we were like, it's pretty good though. He really just covered all birds.
And enjoyed himself while he did it.
How's it going? Hi.
It is going well. Next question.
Outstanding. Thank you. A couple of things in my question. Number one, Corin, Bullet is awesome, and that is a sweet Mustang in that movie. Number two, Logan's Run is better than Star Wars because you get to see naked ladies when you're a kid. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
In a PG movie. And then my question, there have been a lot of very deep, meaningful questions, so I wanted to see how deep and meaningful I could get. I recently saw Richard Dean Anderson in a Zaxby's commercial. Yep, I'm not making it up, guys.
What kind of commercial?
Zaxby's. It's a chicken fast food restaurant.
Zacky's?
Zaxby''S.
How are we the only 5 people that have never heard of this?
Wait, we're in Georgia. Watch this. Scream if you love Zaxby's.
I lived in Georgia when I was a kid. I never remember that.
No, it wasn't here when I was a kid either. I moved to Florida, and then my wife's from Augusta, and I came up here, and I was introduced to chicken wings from Zaxby's, and her parents would import them to Florida. I'm not making this crap up.
Now, the old Smith House in DeLancie, that was
There you go. So my important, deep, meaningful question is not to contractually obligate you guys to any way, shape, or form, but if you had to do a commercial, what would be your favorite fast food restaurant to do a commercial for?
I was going to say something. Popeye's chicken might be a good one.
Oh, God, it's so hard. I love them all so much. They all do such beautiful work. They really figured out that whole fat, salt, sugar thing that I just need. I need it in my mouth. I need to chew it. And,
oh my God!
That has nothing to do with aeroplane. Chris, back away from the mic. Back away from the mic, Chris. Talking about food, delicious food. Not everything has to be homoerotic. Anyway, when I have a cheeseburger, it's a very sensual experience for me.
I don't even know him.
I don't know, McDonald's is kind of the best, right? I mean, everybody else? No?
Woo! Chick-fil-A!
We're tackling difficult questions, guys.
Sticking with McDonald's.
Are we still talking about this? Yeah, no, I'm sticking with McDonald's, thank you. Next.
I want to know which character you'd be. Like the fry guy, the hamburglar.
No, man, I'm Grimace. I'm Grimace. What is Grimace?
I think he's some grape jelly.
But they don't have grape jelly at McDonald's. They don't have grape jelly at McDonald's. It doesn't make sense.
Don't they for the breakfast? Yeah, you can get the little packets of grape jelly.
I stand corrected. Grimace is probably
Either that or it's what the hamburgers look like before they cook them. I love that you guys, who flew the farthest? And they're like, oh, these are the questions I wanted answered. I came from Australia to be here. You did? There you go. Congratulations. Anybody from Nepal? Nepal beats Australia. Nepal.
Question for John?
Oh yeah, you guys have to answer your restaurant.
I don't know. I guess it would be something that I really believe in. Crispy.
Oh yeah,
Crispy Free. It would have to. It has to be a fast food restaurant. I would think because I'm such a big believer in farting. I think it'd have to be Taco Bell. Because I would want to be involved in an ad that made people want to run for a reporter.
You have to answer geographically. If you're on the West Coast, you go to In-N-Out Burger. If you're on the East Coast, you go to Chick-fil-A. If you're in Australia, you go to Burger Man down in Bondi.
How about Crystal Burger?
What?
Crystal Burger, the most disgusting little hamburgers you can
Yeah,
ever.
it's mainly a northern phenomenon. We don't have so much down here.
I just did White Castle for the first time. It was a terrible mistake. Oh my gosh.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, it goes down great. After the bar.
That's how it comes back up.
Mr.
What has happened to this panel?
We from the bottom of our hearts would like to apologize to Mr. John deLancie. I'm going to sit up here with this.
It's at this point in John's career where he's wishing he'd never learned to read. So
Okay, next question.
Question for John.
For the love of God.
John, I heard you at a convention back in the 80s where you... John? Were you saying...
I'll nudge him. Hold on. Yeah.
I remember you said that you always like to play opposite of what the script indicated. Do you still tend to do that, and how did that apply to your Stargate character?
Well, yes. You take a look at a script and you decide what it is that they want, and then you try to apply also what you think they need. In Star Trek, I could have gone a couple of different ways, but because Patrick was very, very serious, I figured that part of the pie was completely taken up, so it made sense for me to go the other way. Stargate is a little different. I sort of feel bad about it because I'm not quite sure whether the material was such that there wasn't enough traction for me or whether I didn't really dig deep enough into it. So in that sense, it's pretty hard to make a virtue out of shooting somebody in the back, even though I tried to do that. I had sort of reasons to do that, but that was about as far as I could go with that character. At least, I think I was brought up there to because I had done a show with Rick beforehand.